Good morning, middle school students. Hope you had a great weekend. And we're getting ready here for our February 1st to the 5th morning minute. So let's hit it. Here we go. Monday, February 1st is a day one. And as you look through the calendar, this is really for my sixth graders. So you guys are aware and ready to go. And so you can check and see if I'm right or wrong on this. But Monday, Tuesday, we have day one this week. Wednesday, Thursday, we have day twos. And then Friday, we have a professional development day. No school, but we will have Friday school. So you may get invited, or you may just say, "Hey, I'd like to come in to complete some work." Particularly if you had an incomplete for semester one, it'd be really important to take care of that. So those are the things that we have going this week in the middle school. I'm going to head back over to our middle school student update and just share a few things here quick. So our learning targets for this week is, setting goals for yourself to have a successful first semester and get off to, successful second semester start and getting off to a positive start. Thinking flexibly, so looking for different ways to solve problems, not just in math, but in other areas as well. It doesn't have to be, Mr. Lauer and Mr. Manhart saying, explain how to do this and then find another strategy. It could be, thinking, in terms of, your behavior in a class or your interactions with classmates and or teachers, and how can you control those and make a difference, make a positive difference. So the last learning target we have this week is identifying and using our big three safety precautions: facial coverings, washing our hands, and socially distancing. One of the things I talked about with kids last week is in order for us to continue to have recess at lunch in the gym, high school gym, middle school gym, and then over in the multi-purpose room, we need to make sure that we're wearing our facial covering. That's very important. If you need a mask break, you can go for a walk outside at lunch. That's okay too. You just need to let me know that. But otherwise, when we're in the building, we need to have our facial covering on. So just a reminder there. Wanted to congratulate Taylor Jackson, who was our middle school spelling bee winner, and Joseph Zavala, who was our second place finisher. Great job, folks. Finisher. Got to slow down a little bit. Finisher. Okay. Great job, folks. Our habit of mind focus we already discussed is thinking flexibly. We love Albert Einstein. And if you didn't know that, it's Albert Einstein. And then just a quick note, students, a couple quick things here in terms of thinking flexibly. So when you think about other people's perspectives, so when you start to understand why they think some way, it doesn't mean that you have to agree with them, but you understand where they're coming from. When you search for different ways to solve problems and you reflect on your experience to improve the next time, you're thinking flexibly. So here's a couple ideas I have for you to try this out for this week. So one thing you do is set goals for your classes this week. I think that you're going to be doing that in Pride Time, or you possibly did that last week. But each week you should be taking a look at those goals and seeing, am I doing the things that I need to do to reach that goal? If I'm not, when I was in middle school, I really struggled with my reading class when I was in seventh grade, and as it turns out, one of the reasons I struggled was because we had to do reading outside of class for the novel unit we were in, which I'm sorry, Mrs. Sheila and Miss Mockett was The Outsiders, and I wasn't completing my reading on time. And so it was an easy change for me, especially after my teacher had a conference with my mom and dad. That made the change even easier to make sure that I was taking care of that 15 minutes of reading that I needed to do. So, setting goals for yourself like that is really important. Self-reflecting on your effort and interactions in a class that you struggle in is also another way to do that. And that's kind of similar to the situation I just talked about. I was struggling in reading, and my effort wasn't there. So the change that I made was just one little change. I read for 15 minutes every day. And that solved my problem. I was able to understand what was going on in class, and I was able to take care of things when I was able to get good grades on quizzes and things like that because I took care of that. So my goal for you this week is either to set goals for yourself and then check them during Pride Time, or could do both. Self-reflect on your effort and interactions in one class you're struggling with and make one change. So middle schoolers, I hope that you have a great week. Set your goals. I'm trying to think of what I'm saying here. Self-reflect and make it count. Hee-woo! I got to do that one again. Hee-woo! That was a little better. Have a great week, Cardinals.